should be live. Oh shoot, I forgot to turn on Speedify. We're on the house Wi-Fi and I switched to data. We're gonna lose connection for a second. So, just want to see where my other computer is. Oh, I got it set up. I'll just use what I have, but I was gonna look for my other Mac, but I already have it set up here with the computer monitor and all that other stuff. Because I'm gonna be working downstairs, so let's take a walk to the car and let's go make a food run. But whenever you're starting from the house, you're better off putting your phone on cell data, or like me, turning on Speedify, because if you don't, you're gonna get kicked off the internet for a second. So I'm gonna put you guys there while I take my medicine, because I am old and I need my pill. Not that pill. Clean your mind. Alright, I'm gonna put this down here for a second because that's my stand. I don't need to stand in my car. So I like this stand because this is actually a battery bank. You can just plug it right into the phone. You can hand the phone right here, and if I want, I can put the mic there, but not if I'm doing vertical. I'll get it to work. Oh, let's head to the car. Yes, I got a lot of crap everywhere, so I don't want to hear it. Ever since COVID, I did a lot of work from home, so a lot of things ended up here, and I gotta still deal with it. We're gonna do a Dunkin' Donuts run. Get in the car. Mount you guys up. I know I look like crap. I just woke up. Should I put my hat on? I'm gonna put my hat on. Alright. So let's get started. Start the car. Open the garage. Let's put you there. Got my hat on to not worry about my hair. Let's go get some Dunkin' Donuts. It's Friday morning, 6:58. So it's almost 7 o'clock. I start work at 8. I am working from the house today, so I'm just gonna go to Dunkin' Donuts around the block. Where's my app? If I could pay for my food. Alright. Do I have any points? I don't have enough points for free sandwich or anything. Alright, let's go. Let's ride. Come on. It's always a pain to get this garage door open or to work. Roll down the window maybe. So yeah, this has nothing to do with tech. This is me just doing whatever because I want to play with getting watch hours. One of the things I can't do, anyone that knows me, knows this channel, knows I'm all about networking and streaming and all that stuff, but one of the things I can't do is show anyone anything about the whole monetization part because I don't have watch hours. So I'm gonna need to do any kind of blah 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 stuff to get some watch hours. That way I could actually start setting up the little monetization, even though I don't want to monetization. But until I go through it, how can I help anyone with it? So, and this weekend I need to get the other car started, because I might be selling this one. So this will go. The air conditioning is too cold for me right now. I'm not going to show the road today unless someone asks, because I've done that multiple times already, and just a little FaceTime. Ask some questions, whether it's about, hopefully you saw some of my videos, some computers for streaming, what I would recommend, like spec-wise, that kind of thing. Cameras. Be honest with you, my main camera when I'm at the home office studio is the Canon M50 Mark II. I know everyone loves their Sonys, but I'm more of a plug and play guy. I want things to be a little bit more simple. Sonys don't sound simple. I'm just saying. I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, for all you Sony fans. Once you get through all the BS to get it set up, I'm sure it's an amazing camera. But it's too much BS to get it set up. The whole having to turn off the safety feature for it getting hot. I don't have nothing like that on my Canons. My Canons don't overheat. What's going on, Selena? Did I say that right? I'm half blind. My Canons don't give me any problems. I have people telling me that Sonys are overheating. They have to do, at least with Ecamm, they have to do like a delay or something like that with the audio and the video. I don't do none of that with my Canons. Or any of the other like 12 or 15 cameras that I use. I don't mess with none of those settings. The only thing I might mess with is, a white balance and stuff like that, because there's a certain look I'm trying to go for. Microphones, I'm sorry, Shure MV7 100%. Yes, the SM7B is probably amazing and better, but again, plug and play, plus don't want to break the bank. MV7's about what, 250? The MB, am I even saying these right? The Shure MB7's like 400 plus. The Shure MV7 is like 250. Plus, you can use it with a USB straight to your computer. So if I did it right and I did the title and everything, because I don't normally use my phone for stuff. I'm going to Dunkin' Donuts. That's what DD stands for, not double D's. Dunkin' Donuts. And yes, I just woke up. And we're almost there. This is the closest one to my house, I think. Make this turn. We could go. Come on. You gotta time it. Let me time it. Come on. Come on. Yeehaw! I was talking about just gear in general. The channel is normally about networking. So, upload, download speed, internet, routers, that kind of thing. And, streaming gear. So whether it's a Windows computer or a Mac computer, when it comes to streaming, I use Mac. Except right now, I'm just using the phone. I like the M Series Max, M1, M2, M3, no errors. I like a fan in my computer. They could handle a lot. I use multiple cameras, NDI, and a lot of the cameras if they have them. So I was just basically generalizing, saying, you know, if you have any questions or comments, I like my Canon M50. That's my main camera. That's wired to a CalDigit straight to the computer. Then I have, what, 3 Mevo starts. So if you've seen any of my stuff, you got questions about Mevos, hopefully I could answer them. I got 3 Mevo starts that I use on NDI on my network, so there's no cables whatsoever to these cameras going to my Mac. I've had people say, how many cameras can you use? I mean, if you check out my videos, there's been videos where I have had 7, 8, 9, 10 cameras to a Mac Mini. And then people are like, well, you can't wire that many. How do you wire them? You don't need to physically wire every single camera. So, you know, you have to decide, you have to think what your production is going to be like. For example, if you didn't care about software and computers and all that stuff, the Mevo starts 3 camera system for like a cooking show. Now with the Osbot Tail Air, I would probably go with the Osbot Tail Airs. Get 3 Osbot Tail Airs. They got the app where you can do some stuff. And now I'm trying not to buy stuff because I got things I'm working on. But Osbot came out with that new box to, I think, go into competition with YOLO, the YOLO box. And I want that thing so bad, but I can't. I gotta save money. So I'm a tech guy. I'm in corporate IT, but I've been interested in streaming for like the past 15 years. I used to do Justin TV when I found it, like, God, what was that, 2008, 2009? I can't even remember.
May I help you?
Yeah, let me get the sausage, egg, and cheese croissant.
Okay.
Avocado toast, no bacon.
Yes.
Large coffee, hot, with sugar and extra cream.
Okay.
That'll be all.
See you in the first window, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't give me that low battery. I gotta scan for food. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. Right now I'm using an iPhone 12, not no like Max or anything like that, just regular iPhone 12. And just using the YouTube app itself. There's a few apps I think you could use, but again, I'm not that well versed on streaming with phones, which is another reason why I'm practicing every so often. And I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of the stuff I do in the computer, as far as like, if you wanted a multi-stream and you use like Restream or something, I could probably do that with the phone. Alright, thank you. Alright, let's head back to the casa. But yeah, I gotta get used to doing the phone thing. I mean, even I got like the Meta glasses, and I was trying to use those. They worked great in the Philippines, taking pictures, taking video. I even went live with the Meta glasses. But ever since I've been back in the US and I updated the firmware and all that stuff, anytime I try to go live, it keeps giving me warnings, it keeps dropping, it keeps cutting off. And I understand they're Facebook, and Facebook's gonna make limitations, so you could only go live on Facebook, or what's the other one they have, Instagram. But just doing the videos alone, I think they're amazing. Plus, it's got built-in AI, so you could tell it like, hey, take a picture, hey, what am I looking at, or something. It'll like take a picture, scan it and stuff. And it'll be, it'll tell you you're looking at a flower and a house and this and this. So I want to play with the Meta glasses more. I want to play with my drone more. I barely flew that drone, and it's been sitting on the shelf now. So, gotta play. I gotta start using things. I gotta start playing things. Right now, I'm focusing on work and some side stuff, but I need to get back into it. Right now, I'm just hanging out in rooms. Probably need to start hanging out more in the Facebook groups to get some ideas, because normally when I see people are having problems with something, I make a video out of it. One of the things I've been hearing lately in some of the chats I'm in is people saying, like, about PayPal, that PayPal doesn't have a fee. I'm like, yes it does. It tells you right there when you use it. Not only does PayPal have a flat fee, or a fee that they charge you, they also lower the conversion rate if you're dealing with other currencies. So, like, a lot of people I know, they deal with Filipino peso. So if the Filipino peso right now is at like 57 something pesos to $1, PayPal is only giving you 54 pesos to that dollar. So not only are they charging you to do the transaction, which of course they're going to charge you, what people are not paying attention to, I think, is that conversion rate. Use a Samsung Galaxy? Okay. I know a guy in the Philippines. He got this one phone, and again, I'm in tech, but I'm in corporate tech. I focus more on the company stuff. He got a phone. I'm trying to remember the freaking name. It's got dual physical SIMs. Now I want to find me a dual physical SIM unlocked phone and see what SIM cards I could get. I'm probably just going to do it when I go back to the Philippines, because I'm curious now. With dual SIMs and Speedify on your phone, will it recognize both SIMs and bond them? I don't see why it wouldn't, because they're physical SIMs on your phone. So think about that. You connect to the Wi-Fi, plus you got two physical SIMs on your phone, and you use something like Speedify to combine all three networks. That'll make me happy. Now I gotta check it out. But I'm planning on going back to the Philippines in February. So I might meet up with him and say, hey, let's go to the store. Show me this phone. Let me pick up this phone and a couple SIM cards. Let me see what I could play with while I'm in the Philippines. And then afterwards, I'll probably just leave the phone with them until I go back like the following year. Planning to try to go to the Philippines once a year. I liked it so much when I went this February. I want to check it out a few more times. But I'm going to visit different islands. Cebu definitely on the list now, because I got some stuff going on in Cebu. Alright, we are almost home. Then I start work at 8. It's 7:13. I'm working from home today, so not too bad. But yeah, Samsung Galaxies are got a good rep. My whole thing is get something with some good specs. I'm gonna go with the specs and a known name brand, because I know other countries might have different name brands. But you know, if all you want is a phone and some basic stuff, you really could go with anything. But if you're planning on doing streaming and recording, 4K video on your phone and trying to edit that on your phone, you can't go with a cheap $100 phone. I'm just saying. You need a decent phone if you're trying to do. I mean, you want a good camera, a decent microphone, unless you're gonna buy a separate microphone. I know some people, because of financial situations, they just get, whatever they could afford, which is fine, but don't expect it. That's the whole thing. Don't expect that device to do everything if you're going with, the cheapest. And, storage that's not even, I mean, I know people that have phones that are still like 16 gigs of storage or 20 gigs or 30 or something like that. I mean, that's your apps. I mean, I use more than that on this phone with just apps. Storage on a phone is going to be critical, especially if you're not always moving it. And that's another thing. Between phones and computers and stuff, I know a lot of people that try to keep everything on their phone. No. Take your video, move it to something else if you have it. Hopefully you have something else. Edit it or do whatever you're going to do with it, and then move it to something else. Move it to something else. I mean, I have personally, for example, if I did a video on my phone, and once I upload it to Facebook or YouTube or whatever, because chances are I can do all this fancy editing and stuff, I still want that video. So I transfer that video to my computer or directly to my NAS. And then even off my computer, after so many gigs of video, because you don't want to fill up your hard drives no matter what device it is. You don't want to fill up your internal storage. It causes a lot of problems. I'll move all the videos on my computer to my NAS. Once I know I'm not going to need them right away. If you're editing and you're doing things, do that directly on your computer, because hopefully your computer is going to be, fast enough. But once you're done, move that to a external hard drive, move it to a NAS, move it to something else. Get it off your computer. I know people that try to do things on their computer, and the computers are already maxed out. They're 100%, almost 100% of the hard drives. No, don't do that. Do not do that. All right, so we got my sandwich. Can't forget my bag, because that's what carries all my keys and everything. Got my avocado toast. Got my coffee. See, this is going to be too hard to carry now. I'm going to have to stop the stream. All right, well, that's going to be it for this stream. It was a shorty. I'm going to be eating and getting ready for work. So, laters, everybody.